Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me. Reviewing, it's the penultimate episode, but this is going to be my last video for the season, okay? I have things to do tomorrow, totally forgot. So it'll be a full review today, and then tomorrow it'll probably be like a post on the community tab or something. If you don't want a spoiler for who won, don't check the community page. Don't even log into YouTube because it'll be right there, okay? But that's what it's gonna look like. Video today, post tomorrow. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. In this episode, the Islanders are meeting the families, and first is Jess and Al, and in true Al fashion, the man had to write a poem. Like, he's so corny, but I guess it works. It really works for Jess, that's for sure. And the good thing is that both families are similar to themselves, so the meeting went very well.
I wrote you guys a poem. Do you want to hear it?
What?
She's very special to me, and we love talking about the birds and the bees.
Do you see yourself together to have a long-lasting relationship?
We live not too far away from each other, so we're going to hang out heaps. Maybe, like, hang out around your place as well.
He just sits on the couch, plays PlayStation. My mum brings him dinner.
You guys probably think you're throwing me under the bus, because she does the same thing.
No, don't expose me.
Al's sister did bring up Jess's outburst, and she assured the sister that it would not happen again. Highly unlikely. Also, should I say it now or should I say it at the end? I'll save it to the end. Next is Claudia and Austin. You cannot tell these two that they are not going to have a future on the outside because they're telling their family they're going to move. I'm going to relocate. This is the real deal. Like, they are guns blazing.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Sydney.
How do we feel about Adelaide?
Yeah.
He's very open to
I'm very, very open. I am, from the bottom of my heart, I want to move.
You know, I feel like if this relationship was to break up, it would be on the account of Claudia. Claudia has not only shown insecurity, and this is not me just calling her out, like, she's also confessed it herself. She has a fear of, like, commitment and a fear that something bad is going to happen, so she would rather end it before the bad does happen, you know? And I feel like, of course, Austin has the capability of not being the best partner he could be in this relationship, but as we've seen, the catalyst of the different disagreements that they have is Claudia. So yeah. However, you know, they're talking really passionately about the future and stuff, and even in the villa, the different outbursts that they have are kind of reminiscent to Ekin-Su and Davide. Kind of, but not really. And it's interesting too that, like, Claudia's Italian, Davide was Italian. That Italian fire, it's very passionate. It is passionate in anger and it's passionate in love. So maybe they will go the distance, guys. I'm not gonna place my bets, but maybe. Ooh, before I leave off of them, I love the reassurance that Austin gives to Claudia. As exhausting as it may be for somebody, he's accepted it. He's realized that this is what I just need to do in this relationship. And I loved seeing him do that for the family, you know, like, listen, this is not a facade. This is not something I'm saying just to say. I truly love this girl, and I'll do whatever it takes to make sure this relationship works. And, like, to see that in comparison to typically on this show, people be like, oh, well, you know, let's see how it goes and whatever. Like, when he speaks about a future with Claudia, I believe him. And he seems so emphatic when he talks about her and he thinks about her. And I'm just like, get you a man like Austin. I was very interested to see how Calum and Maddie's family interactions would go, mainly because Calum has been a playboy 95% of this season. But for some reason, the turnaround in the latter episodes has just been wow.
There's a couple of things that she frustrates me about. Like, obviously, like, she just takes ages getting ready. Saw her cupboard yesterday and she just thrown all her dresses and everything in there.
It looks as if you've got a lot in common and you have the same interests.
Yeah.
We just, like, clicked straight away. Like, we have such similar personalities, and it's been really good.
Yeah.
I can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Two things work in Calum's favor. Number one, he's already met Hugh, and it seemed like he had a good relationship with Hugh, and Hugh didn't point out any sus behavior from Calum. So even if Maddie's sisters were like, I'm not fully sure, he has Hugh as an advocate for him in their relationship, if they were to pursue a relationship. The second thing that works in Calum's favor is the fact that he has been authentic the entire time. Even when he was an absolute thorn in our sides, watching him cause chaos and calamity, that was who he is. He's been authentic 1000%. So when I hear him talk about Maddie, and when I hear him, pontificate on the idea of them having a future, I believe him. I believe him because he has yet to lie. Has he lied? Hold on, before I stand in that, has he lied? I don't think so. I think he has been very honest, sometimes too brutally honest in people's face. But yeah, when he speaks, I believe him. And I've yet to see any red flags from Maddie, so I'm rooting for them. Finally, we get to see some skepticism because, listen, everything is not, roses and butterflies. In what's his name? Mitch. Why was that so hard to get out? Mitch and Phoebe's family interaction. There were some questions that arose that I agree with.
What did you guys see?
Witness what you've seen.
Yeah, I know it seems like I'm not ready, but I definitely am. Like, I don't just chuck the word around. I did have a wandering eye for about a little bit, but you sorted me out, and she didn't let me forget it, and she made me sleep on the couch.
Is this a long-term plan? Like...
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very long term.
Yeah.
Phoebe could definitely be my first and final girlfriend. Fingers crossed.
Initially, if you guys saw my first impressions video, I had so much hope in Mitch. He seemed like a guy who was so wholesome, so ready for a relationship, was into one girl and one girl only. And then as the season was kind of progressing, I was like, I got my eye on you, boo. So seeing him now with Phoebe, it's very clear that he does have strong feelings for her, but I don't have that same, hope, for lack of a better term, that I did before the show started. So I feel like Mitch presents very well, but then in action, he's kind of a different person. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what life is going to be like on the outside, because this newfound popularity is going to throw a plethora of women his way, women who might be genuinely interested or women who just love to cause chaos. So that'll be the true test on whether or not they will succeed in the real world. There was some stuff in the middle. I'm skipping all of it. So sorry. At the end of the episode, there was a public vote. And this year they're doing, it might be all the time, but I'm stuck on Love Island UK right now. This year they're only doing top 3 and not a top 4. So the public has been voting, and the public gave the lowest votes to Jess and Al. I'm kind of surprised, just a little bit. I thought maybe Al would have some pull with him already being a familiar face, but nah, they got sent home.
Yeah, I feel happy, I'm content. I came in here to find someone. I feel like I found it with Al, so.
Yeah. No, I'm content. As soon as Jess and I started really forming a good connection, I was like, whenever I leave, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So the thing I wanted to say in the beginning was, I've been making comments here and there about Jess and Al and how they're not going to work. Somebody in the comments said he's already been seen out gallivanting, being a menace with other women and his homeboys. So I'm just here Al, was the point to come on Love Island just to get more famous, or was it actually to rebrand your image? Because this is not how you do it, So I don't know if that was true. I don't know. The person who said it, you sound like you knew what you said, so I believe you. And also, it's not out of the realm of possibility. What do you think of Al, So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're the first to split, because I love Al. I just don't believe he's ready for a long-term commitment quite yet. And definitely not with Jess, because one wrong move count your days. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, this is the last video. It's been great talking to you guys, even though one of those videos was about 20 episodes in one video. We made it through though. We made it through. Next season, I promise we will be a little bit more consistent. Even if I'm out of the country, I will make it work for you guys. Okay. Stay tuned for the community post, and I will be in the comments if y'all want to comment your thoughts on the finale. I cannot promise a live because I won't be home, but just stay tuned. Okay. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.